I have instructed my EI to read this word. Nothing has to be altered, written by Bella about it. 08 hours of 14 minutes on Tuesday, the 7th of April, 2026. Bella's moans, and not in a good way. Entitled, awful, literally, poetry. You call this poetry. I call this awful, literally.
Oh, this world of ours, so bleak and grim, where power corrupts and hope grows dim. Politics, a farce of empty lies.
Awful poetry, intentionally. It's awful. As poetry is literally depressing intentionally.
I am expected to brush rat's nest over our heads. I am expected to look presentable in order to go out into society. I am expected to put on makeup in order to make everyone else feel comfortable in my presence.
Is awful poetry, and it's literally depressing me intentionally in order to distress me. This is awful poetry in the morning, literally and intentionally.
After an accumulation of signatures and protests over this woman's awful poetry, which we shall not name, a ban has been placed upon this excrescence of humanity in order to silence this entity from ever speaking again.
Depressing me with every word it speaks. I refer to it as I referred to me.
Shut her up already. Her ears are bleeding and my headache has not gone away for weeks.
Shut this thing up! Shut this thing up!
It's awful poetry. It's awful, intentionally depressing. Awful, flowing from my mouth like an endless dark waterfall.
I will make it known that I'm not happy with my mom, that I'm not happy with the world in general, for happiness does not reside in this supposed person.
Intentionally depressing. This poetry is intentionally pissing me off. It is not a treat. It has not even poetry. It's just a lot of random thoughts coming out, depressing Leo.
Get back, you Lansing thieves! I'll crush every last possible of you! No escape! Take that! And that! You won't get away!
Randomly, intentionally, unpoetically, politically incorrect. This poetry is intentionally, awfully, randomly, and hopefully coming to an end at some point in the future.
The bus lurches forward like my broken dreams, wheels grinding the pavement of soul. My poetry weeps like rain on the window, staining the glass with sorrow. They flee like shadows at dawn, leaving me to my verses.
Because it is not even poetry, it is endlessly unpoetic, intentionally designed to bleed your ears and free my mind of today's round.
In shadows deep, my heart does bleed. The crows of sorrow circle high, their wings a whisper of goodbye. Cast me to the void, where silence screams, in this tomb of forgotten dreams.
Because I must go out in society, and if I bring this bad murder with me, I will end up in the back of a police van, ranting endlessly about my awful poetry.
You have been brought before this court for endlessly bleeding the ears of society's citizens. What say you?
Within my poetry do I seek my revenge against this society.
Until my rants are replaced with more awful poetry in intentionally depressing and awfully never-ending the ends.
It never ends, it never shuts up, it never ends, it never cheers up. Even when it's drunk, you still can't shut it up.